What's going on, people, and welcome back to the channel of champions. Now, look, you guys have been letting me down, man. I've been asking you, yo, give me a name for this channel, for the community. You know we back in business, baby. We're unfiltered. We fear no one on this channel. You understand? We call out whoever needs to be called out. All these frauds, yeah, all these fraud content creators, they're all frauds, yeah? So I think for this season, we're going to run with COC is the name of the channel for this season until we find a better replacement. The channel of champions, all right? So Premier League is back, guys. Premier League is back. World Cup is done. The break is over. Everybody complaining, crying. Look, I'm excited for football. I missed football. I missed Arsenal. I'm excited to see the boys. I'm excited to see the new signings. Congratulations to Mikel Arteta. Congratulations to Arsenal Football Club, the Cronkies. There's a lot we got to dig into, yeah. But right now, I don't have a lot of time because man's got to go get dog food and I only got like 15 minutes and the shops are going to close soon. So let me run through just my opinion on the first opening fixture of this competition. The champions are opening. Arsenal versus Coventry. Let's get stuck into it right now. Yeah. First of all, let's start with the champions, man. God, I'm so proud, man. I'm so proud of this club, man. I'm so proud to be an Arsenal fan. I'm so proud of this football club. You know, I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care about rivals' opinions and stuff like that. Focus on your own club, yeah. You know, you get a lot of these rivals doing content on Arsenal, and I keep telling y'all guys, like, you know, they're frauds because they don't make a name of their football opinions. They don't make a name of their own club, their own IQ, their own football intelligence, criticizing their manager. They're praising, they're rewarding failure. Finishing second for United is failure. And yet you'll hear them, Carrick this, Carrick that. Bro, shut your mouth. How about that, bro? Yeah? How about that, bro? They're rewarding failure, bro, because they lack the IQ to actually criticize. They lack the balls to criticize their players. So now, all the shit they've been talking about Arsenal, we're going to hold them to the same standards, yeah? All the shit they've been talking about our beautiful football club, yeah? We're going to hold them to the same standards, yeah? We mustn't forget all the shit they've been talking about, yeah? Mustn't forget all the nonsense that they've been just vomiting for content, yeah? And it's for me it's a shame because banter, there's always room for banter. But notice how they never banter each other. But then banter is the excuse. No, it's just banter, it's just banter. It's not. You're obsessed, yeah? People are obsessed with my club. The whole world is obsessed with my club. And I love it. I fucking love it, yeah? I won't even lie to you, bro. You know, they forget that, okay, you can make videos about Arsenal, you can criticize Arsenal, but the more you talk about us, yeah, the more clout you give us, yeah. That's all you're doing. You're giving us more clout, yeah. So I appreciate it. We appreciate it. 9 o'clock kickoff here in South Africa. I cannot wait. I am so excited, yeah. I even, you know, my score prediction, I'm even going big. I'm going big and I'm going early. But I got 2 predictions. It's not a head-hard thing, but I'm going to give you 2 predictions, you know. I want to run through Coventry, yeah. Let's get that right. I'm not here for, 2-1, 2-0, you know, a little scared of Coventry. I want 5-6-0, yeah. Saka brace, Bruno Grimaldes, debut goal, Zolis, shining, debut assists, Havertz on the score sheet. If Odegaard can just maintain that level that he's shown in the World Cup and in the preseasons, and if we can just keep him there up top, and if he applies himself, that's the most important thing, because this is a guy we've been begging to do the basics of football for his whole career. Okay, he had like 1-2 good seasons, but you're begging a millionaire to pass through the lines, and that's not right. You're begging millionaires, bro, to just put a ball in and that's all you have to do. Shoot outside the box. Have a crack, bro. But no, it's like they're very complacent with going on the pitch, not shooting, going back home. Once the game's done, they go back in their Lambos, back to their mansions, families all taken care of. It's not on, bro. It's really, really not on. I do not accept that, yeah. You fight for this club. You die for this club, bro. You shoot outside the box, bro. You do everything you can to score. And I don't think Odegaard has reached that level where he's confident enough to say, I'm going to put the ball here. So you need to be there. You'd hear the legends, like Paul Scholes and them, and you'd hear stories of them being like, you know what, Scalzi just told me, you know what, when I look up, I'm going to put the ball there. So you better be there. When I look up, make the run. When I look up, be there. And that's the leadership I need to see from Odegaard. I still think he's a very timid leader. I was happy to see Saka get the captain armband in the Community Shield. I was so excited to see my boy lift the trophy because he's academy. And Odegaard needs to respect hierarchy, man. Saka is academy, bro. You give him the armband, it stays on, man. But Saka's he's just a phenomenal guy, all around phenomenal player. I hear a lot of bitching and moaning about Saka. Oh, will he be back to his best? Will he? Bro, will your players be back to their best, bro? Bro, what are you even talking about, bro? Saka's going to be on smoke this season, yeah? I don't care if he scores 9 GA and we win the league, yeah? I still have the trophy, yeah? So, people are nitpicking at stats, nitpicking at things, but they're forgetting that we're going to use the same things on their people, yeah? We're going to use the same standards that they want to talk about our club. We're going to use it on them. Definitely. Oh, hell yeah, right? So we look at Coventry, yeah? I think Coventry have done very well. I did keep up a lot with the championships, but the championships was very top and turvy, whatever the fuck it is, and it was very up and down, bro. But I think Coventry managed to find their form. I think they managed to find their confidence within that league, within that level of football. But when you come to the Emirates, when you come to the carpet, yeah, when you come to the Red Dons, yeah, the red side of London, yeah, it's a different ball game, yeah. I think Arsenal will be keeping possession very, very well. If we play anything like we did against Man City in the Community Shield, we will be fine. We'll be fine. Konza's not done yet. He's not in yet. So obviously he's not going to start. But I'm very happy with Mosquera at the back. Very, very happy. Unfortunately, Timber is not ready yet. But I do have confidence in the back line. We had a shaky preseason, but that was because we're playing 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 19-year-olds. And guess what? All the rivals were crying. All the rivals were watching us, yeah? I've never watched a preseason of these pussies, bro. Like, I don't watch United preseason and then hop on camera and make content about that. Like, it's just snakery, yeah? It's just pure snakery. It's just, they just lack things to talk about, especially for their own club. There's so much going on with their own clubs, but they're so focused on Arsenal. Morgan Rogers went there. Vinny used you. Yeah, well, Rodri used Madrid to go to Barca. How about that? Hold that. Yeah? Hold that. United are being used by West Ham players, bro. Fernandes used you to go to Tottenham. So the level of IQ and the kind of conversations these content creators want to have, it's just a joke, bro. And clearly they've built a community around their thought patterns. So if you come with any sense or if you challenge them, what happens? You just get blocked, sweared at, called weird, rants, things like that, bro. They don't actually take into account that you know more about your own club than they know about your club. They don't take that into account. They just think, oh, no, football, I know football. Bro, we all know football, eh? We all know football. But when it comes to having opinions, bro, you Say something about your club. Now there's a pressure on these pussios, yeah, to now start talking nice about their club. Carrick's gonna do well. This is Chelsea and Jabi Alonso. Like, dude, why don't you just come out and be like, look, we've ran through tons of managers, and I'm not happy about that. That's the thing. That's what I mean by these guys are rewarding failure, yeah? You run through a ton of managers, yeah? Getting fired is not something... It's not something you should be rewarding, bro. It's not something you should be sitting here and saying, my club is a big club. You're hiring and firing people left, right, and center. Yeah, which it's on a business sense. Look at it as a business sense, guys. It's not good. It's deluded thinking. So I think, if I was a Chelsea fan, which, thank God I'm not, but if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be not humble, but common sense, bro. We've ran through a lot of managers, and I don't know what to expect with this one. Maresca had everything going for him. He had the backing. Right? He had the confidence of the board, right? The players were listening, but events don't always turn out the way these people think they're going to turn out. You know what I mean? And that's why I say just keep a humble opinion, yeah, about your club, because the same paintbrush you use to paint Arsenal, we're going to paint you back, and it will be red. Yeah, we're using the color red to paint this fucking city, yeah? Let's paint London red again. Let's paint England red again. Coventry versus Arsenal, man, I'm so excited. I think it's a baptism of fire, man. I think it's a baptism of fire, man. I don't see any upsets. And even if there is, even if I'm wrong, okay, so be it. So what? But I don't think so. I think we're gonna run through the Bukayo Saka, man. I need a brace from Bukayo Saka, man. And I'm not talking about a knee brace, blood. I need a brace, bro. Putting 2 goals at the back of the net, yeah. I think, hopefully Madueke doesn't start. But it would be, if you think about it, it would be scary if you're seeing, okay, Nani starts, Zubamendi starts, a few of these guys start. But once it hits like 70th minute, 68th minute, and Coventry look at the bench and they see Arsenal players warming up, they see Declan Rice pulling up his socks, Bukayo Saka pulling up his socks, Victor Gyökeres pulling up his socks. Bro, you're going to be looking at that. You're going to be like, dude, what on earth is going on here? And we've yet to bring in our key defender, our key signing this season, which is Ezri Konsa. And I just think, it's a baptism of fire, yeah. This is my home. Yeah, this is the Emirates, yeah. I'm here to rip people apart, bro. I rip people apart at the Emirates, guys. I don't care about good football, corners, stuff like that. How many I seen all these guys diving. I see all these guys calling the ref for fouls, crying to the ref, bro. So your club does the same, bro. Your club does the same. So it's all about keeping calm tonight, yeah. As long as we stay calm, keep the ball at our feet, keep possession, which is our best strength. Once we start passing the ball around, you're seeing Odegaard moving the way you can watch Odegaard run for a little bit, bro, the first minute of the game, and you can already tell the tempo of the game, what kind of game we're going to have. So I need to see that homeboy moving like he's at the World Cup. I need to see that homeboy reinvigorated. Is that the word? I don't know. But at the end of the day, look, man, it's just a quick one, guys. I just think, and I obviously hope, and I obviously want Coventry to get ran through. Yeah, we're going to run through these, man. If this was last season, we'd be talking about goal difference against City. We'd be saying, hey, look, we need goal difference against Coventry, a team like Coventry. So I do think a high scoreline tonight. I think, the vibe around the stadium, the Premier League trophy and the Community Shield will be presented to the fans. And that's just going to make the stadium be on fire, man. I just need to see the boys on fire tonight. Other than that, I'm gonna stick with my crazy scoreline 5-6-0. You know, one of them. 5-6-0. I need to see a battering. Yeah, set the tone. I need to set the tone for the season. Yeah, I can't be seeing people slipping at the back, conceding goals. David Raya as well. He is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. So guys, like I said, smash a like, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you soon.